Oh, I'm kicked out of freaking McGuire's, man.
Why?
They made a police report on me.
Why?
I don't know, man. They said I had I went in there trying to get with a waitress or something. I just lost it. Thought I had it or something. Walked in there and just told her, man, you know, I need a stiff drink at the bar, and then start talking to her. So.
And then you damn.
They said they called the police and they said they would come back. Yep, I went back in there yesterday to get me a set of wings, and they said I don't go in there no more.
Damn, dude. Hey guys, so good morning. It is Tuesday morning. It's 8 o'clock. Drew should be pulling up any minute now. Over the years, man, I have bartered with customers all the time, man. My first pole saw, I bought my first pole saw on a barter. A lady wanted me to she had a long gravel driveway, and she wanted me to trim the gravel driveway. And I was new in the business. I didn't have any tools, you know. I didn't even have a commercial mower. As a matter of fact, I still had my job, but I had an old red F-150 with that inline 6-cylinder, y'all. Boy, I love that inline with 5-speed. Ooh, I loved it. But it's not practical for a business, you know, not growing. So I ran that forward, you know, at the very beginning. And what I did is I told her, I said, look, I can do the drive. I was already doing a little bit of other labor work for her, and I had a chainsaw. I've always been cutting trees ever since I can remember, man. I've cut trees and limbs, and you know, and you guys have seen some of the tree stuff that I do. Now, I don't do just any type of tree work. I do Pacific type stuff. So this lady, but that's how I bartered, and that's how I got some of my first pole saw. I told her I would do the driveway, go down the driveway with the pole saw, and for if she'll just buy the tool. So she said, how much does the tool cost? And I told her it's, you know, I don't know, $600 or $700, something like that. I got the extended reach, you know. And I told her, so she said, okay, I'll do that. So I gave her the dealer's number, and she called the steel dealer, and she ordered it. So yeah, there's Drew right there. So she ordered it, and I've been bartering on and off with not all the customers, but a lot of customers when they, especially like when they're moving or something, you know. Anyway, guys, we'll talk. All right, guys. So we headed over here to the first one. Should be, you know, we've been here 2 weeks ago. It's gonna be wet, but other than that, it ought to be, you know, about typical. As long as we ain't got to go out to that far one, we're good to go on the day. So I was watching a video this morning, and and one of the guys was talking about, you know, renting equipment and, you know, to do jobs with and making a living like that. You know, to me, man, I don't really think that renting equipment for work that you do on the reg, you know, that you're pushing for, that you make a living at, renting equipment is the best way to go. Whether it be bobcat work or tree grinding or whatever, you know. If I'm going to do a whole lot of stump grinding, then I'm going to buy a stump grinder. If I'm going to do a whole lot of tree work, then obviously I would have to rent to begin with. But once I saw that I'm going to be in that business for a while, or that's my focus, then I'm going to be trying to figure out a way to buy the equipment, because down here where I live at, you know, to rent a bobcat like what I got, my T190, and have it to the job with fuel and all, you're probably going to be around $500 a day, $600 a day. So, I mean, that's money that you could actually put in your pocket if you own the machine. It don't take many jobs to pay for a machine like that, you know. And a lot of guys would say, well, the homeowner's paying for that, or the client's paying for the rental, so it don't matter. Well, it still is taken from getting that money they're paying to rent, you know, and the money that, you know, I'm always about fine-tuning everything and trying to get the most money, you know, y'all know that. So I wouldn't rent things that well, I'll rent anything if the money's right, don't get me wrong, but if I'm not going to be renting a piece of equipment every day to do work every day or every other day or even every week. If I'm going to be doing that much of whatever that work is, then I'm going to figure out a way to buy a machine and then use that money to pay for the machine, you know. Of course, you'll have jobs that come up where you'll want to rent a machine just to get it out of the way, and, you know, but not for me if it's regular. Especially when it comes to, you know, lawnmowers. I wouldn't rent a lawnmower. Aerators, I wouldn't rent an aerator. You know, not down here where I'm at, because there's not enough. You know, there's not enough aeration. It's too much trouble. See, to me, you know, for where I'm at, you know, by the time I go and by the time I get the aeration jobs, and then by the time I go and rent an aerator and do the work, pay for the aerator, take it back, how much money am I really making in a day? We'll say we're making $1,000, you know, minus whatever the rental costs. Well, I can make that much without renting anything, you know. And I don't have to make that much either. I don't have to make $1,000 in a day if I don't have to pay for a rental. So, you know, it's just some food for thought, man, on how I think on renting stuff. Now, in the beginning, I've rented, you know, things in the past like lifts and things like that, where but I don't even really like doing that, because I can't, you know, I can't conjure up enough work in a window of time that I have the lift to make enough money where I'm making more than I would if I was doing something else that I know I can do and make that much money or more. You know, it's really about finding your little niche too. You know, down here where I'm at, you know, the lawn business that I've grown since I've been doing this, I've kind of fell into a little niche group, you know, where I can just I don't really have to rent any equipment or anything, and I can make a damn good living, you know. And I've had customers say, well, I'll pay for the rental, but see, there's a lot more to pay to the rental than just paying for it. You know, you got to go get the machine. Well, you know, all that takes time, and then you got to have the machine back on time, you know, and it creates a lot of pressure, you know. So I never liked doing that, man. That's why I went on and bought a Bobcat, because I saw that the rental of a Bobcat was going to cost me more than what it takes the number up so high to be able to make a profit that people don't want to do it. You know, homeowners don't want to do it. You know, there's a few that would, just because, but, you know, for the most part, they don't want to do it because it costs so much more money. It's going to cost them, you know, $500, and then, you know, or so for the Bobcat, and then it's going to cost them for my time and labor. I mean, any job you're going to be at, you know, at $1,000, $1,500, no matter what, you know. If you rent a Bobcat, you got to be there. You can't make the little money like, you know, like I do now. Like with my machine, I can go out and in, you know, 4 hours or so, I can get $800, and I ain't got to go rent nothing. I ain't got to do anything, and you get a lot more work like that because your number's friendly enough, you know. So rent until you can buy. That's my thinking, you know. If you're going to be doing, you know, the same type of work. So yeah, it's all good. But a lot of times, you know, people start renting stuff and then they learn, man, I don't really want to do this, man. I really don't want to run a Bobcat for a living, or, you know, I bought my Bobcat for winter work. That's the only reason why I bought it. I didn't buy it to run during the summertime. I mean, I will, you know, if the money's right. And I do, and I'm trying to scratch my way through the schedule this week to free up a day so I can run the Bobcat, because I got work for the Bobcat now. Big money, ain't you, Bo?
Yeah, right.
So, all right, you guys. So, we got that one done. That's gonna be probably, well, we got Betty Joe's, so we got that one done. And yeah. So, I got some news today. So one of the properties that I've been maintaining for a long time, some kind of group to take care of the property, so I lost the account. I was going to go up on them anyway. The only bad thing is, and just y'all learn from my mistake here, the only bad thing about that is, other than the fact that I, you know, lost the account, is, well, me and the owner had an agreement for a certain amount of money year-round, okay? Year-round. And again, y'all learn from my mistake. It was just a verbal agreement between me and the owner, and I would come, you know, during the summer, and then during the winter I would come, like, you know, a lot less, maybe once a month instead of twice a month, or something like that. And so, but the owner, he's getting a lot older now, and he's having some dementia problems and things like that, just some health problems and all. And so it's more to the place than just what I cut. Y'all know it's the one with the crepe myrtles all on the driveway and all that. And there's a farm there too. So what the kids have decided to do is they're gonna let the farm part take over the residential part. So I lost the account. But see, the worst thing about that is not the fact that I lost the account, because I was going to go up on them this year anyway, is the fact that I'm not going to get the 4 months between now and, you know, it's Christmas time, the new year, where it's easy. See, I done all the hard stuff over there, you know, making it to the end of August. Well, you know, so they're gonna let the ranch side take care of everything, including themselves or whatever, you know. I gotta say that, you know, I never like losing a customer, but, you know, that one was pretty time consuming, and it didn't pay that great, you know. There's a lot going on over there. So, and I did tell the son when he called me a while ago, I did tell the son that if for whatever reason the farm side couldn't take care of it, for whatever reason, they could call me and I would go back over there and do it, because it's right up the road from the house. But see, I guess the point I'm trying to make, guys, is that when you do a contract like that, number one, get it in writing. You know, I've been doing that property so long that, hell, this is before I really knew that I was going to be doing this full time. So you get in writing if you're going to do a yearly deal. And that's another reason why I do not like doing that yearly stuff, because that yearly stuff is just where you do a little more, you do a lot more work in the summertime, and then in the wintertime. Is that yours? Yeah. And then in the wintertime, you know, you can go over there and you're making just as much money, but you don't have to do nearly as much. And see, I'm going to lose out on the easy months. So, yeah, I'm not real happy about that. If I had it in writing, see, I could have, if we had a contract, I could have made them pay me till December, you know. whether I did the property or not. They could always hire somebody else, but they would have to fulfill that contract. But I didn't have a contract with them. Me and the old man just had a verbal agreement, and a long-standing verbal agreement for the better part of 9 or 10 years. So, but now that's kind of out of the old man's hands, and I've kind of felt like this day was coming, you know, because I know that the old man has the owner has been health's not been good. So I knew it was just a matter of time before some outside sources came in and either did what they did, or you know, something different. So anyway, I'm a little bummed out about it, you know, but you know, that's the price you pay, man. But I won't be bummed out for long. About 25 minutes, and then it'll be on to doing other properties. And that's one of the reasons why I don't like to drop customers, y'all, because you never know when they're gonna drop you. You know, feel real stupid dropping 10 customers and then have 5 that drop you for whatever various reasons, you know. Then you're out 15 customers when you only projected to be out ones that you dropped. So, yeah. But I did tell them that if they couldn't find anybody, that I would do it until they did, and all that. So, yeah. Not liking that shit, y'all. Not liking that at all. But it's okay. I won't get too wrapped up in it. I've been fired before. And like the son said, the son basically told me that if the guy that runs the farm part, if he can't keep the property looking like like I keep it looking, then he told that guy that he would call me back. And I know the guy that's running the farm part, and you know, me and him don't really get along, so I knew if it ever got to be in his hands that he would find somebody, or he would try to find somebody. Now I don't know if he can find anybody else to do it. I know we ain't gonna find nobody else to do it from my 10-year-old number that I was doing it for, you know. So it might become about money, and if they try to bring me back on, then I'm gonna want more money. So we'll just have to see. I think that the guy that's running the farm, he got upset with me because, well, he wanted me to bow down to him and do things like he wanted me, like he wanted to do things, and I didn't have an agreement with him. I had an agreement with the owner, and so I got this guy I don't know from anybody coming up to me while I'm over there saying, "Hey man, you need to do this, and you need to do that, and you need to do this, and you need to do that." When he ain't got it, he don't even know what the man's paying me, you know. So I did not, you know, nobody told me, you know, to listen to him, to do what he says. And quite frankly, if they had told me that, I probably would have dropped it. I probably would have dropped it anyway. Because he's a hard dude to deal with, you know. And he's going to see that he's going to have a hard time keeping a landscaper over there, because this guy is hard to deal with. And any landscaper that, plus if he brings if they bring a landscaper over there, then he'll be able to get a little kickback from a landscaper for getting the job. Probably he couldn't get that with me, you know. So it's all good. I am a little sour about it though. Okay, anyway, so now we got I ain't got no calls from Drew, which is good. That's a good thing. It's taking Drew a little longer than it should, man. Trying to figure.
Before leaving Riverside, just got him done. He said he liked it. I know I'm moving slow, man, but I'm just making sure the yards I'm just making sure the yards are up tight, dude. That's all. I know
I know, man. It's real slow. It's $100 in 3 hours, man.
Hey, man. I mean, if I got to work a little bit later, you know, that's on me.
It's all good. You know. As long as you're getting them good, man. But you did, and I just want you to know you're going to have to pick it up a little bit, dude. You know.
Well, that's cool, and I will, Ray, as I you know, do these on my own. And,
what I'm thinking is at Vaughn's house, you shouldn't be there no more than an hour. And then at the one you're at now, you shouldn't be there no more than about 35 or 40 minutes, because it's real easy.
Well, I was here a little bit longer. I kind of double checked some stuff, right. And I did.
So did you get a check from both of them?
So what now?
Did you get a check from both of them?
Yes, I did. Well, he gave me cash, this last guy here at Riverside.
All right, well, I'm over here at the ones on 54, man. So here I come. So you gonna cut the same one you usually cut over here, all right?
This part where I usually do?
Yeah.
All right, I'm on the way, dude.
All right, man. Later. So we almost lost the weed eater because Bo don't pay attention, man. Yeah, I'm probably gonna have to take the racks. It's a shame when you got these racks, man. You can't even really trust that your guy's gonna put it in a rack right correctly. You know. So yeah. But this is this property right here, y'all. Y'all seen it before. Y'all know. Not a big deal. But during the, see, this is a perfect example of off-season work. So she wants this tree removed, she wants this tree removed, and she wants the other tree down there removed. Now, for me to do that, I'll probably get about 200 bucks each, man. I'll bring the Bobcat over here and the dump trailer, and I'll have them things up and out of here in less than 10 minutes each, y'all. All right. Where you going today, bud?
Sonoyta.
We're at Sonoyta.
Closest to wherever I can get.
Where I picked you up at? Huh?
Yeah, that's fine.
At the let's see.
Car wash would be good.
Okay. Sounds good to me. So I don't want to get in all that traffic.
I hit these shoes every day now. Wear them soaking ass wet or going down the damn road stomping the concrete.
Hell yeah.
People leave all kind of good stuff in them things over there, though. Pictures and bottles of liquor.
Well, if you did right with your money, though,
I wish I'd find some pot.
If you did right with your money, you wouldn't have to be in the trash, you know.
I'm not really in the trash, you know. It's just
what do you call it?
I'm passing through there. Well, I can't help it that people.
You're digging in the trash.
It's kind of hard to explain. It's like that. It's like they almost know that there's people that they want to give to. It'll be outside of the can.
Oh yeah.
It's weird.
Yeah. I guess you could ride through big neighborhoods. Well, pretty soon you're gonna want to go in anywhere. You're gonna have to leave the city, ain't you?
No, I don't gotta leave no city. Oh, they just do people how they want to, and you need to leave.
Wait, I mean,
and then they're gonna follow you.
You don't think that
Well,
it ain't got nothing to do with you?
I still believe in God. Although I went through this, man, I still believe in.
Yeah, but
although He's gonna judge me.
You don't think it? So whose fault is it that you got?
Maybe
kicked?
He trained.
Whose fault is you got kicked out of McGuire's?
I can't do it like this.
Whose fault is it that you got kicked out of McGuire's?
Mine, man. Alcohol, liquor. It's hard to explain.
Oh, okay.
It really is.
Well, I know it is. I can tell. This is my storage unit here. Okay, I got some hand trucks somewhere. I thought they was in here. Are they not? Yeah, there they are. There's old 72, y'all. Here's another commercial 30 I got. Yeah. This is a 10 by 30, y'all. So those are the brand new tires on for the Skag mower. So yeah, let me grab his hand trucks, y'all. Peace out. Today we did, man, we didn't do real good today, but we still did about $700. So I think I calculated us to do about $850, but we didn't get that far. So but we're moving right along. We got a lot of the big far away ones all done. So now the rest of this week is going to be very lucrative when you factor in you know what it costs me to get the money that we need to get. So I don't have any job that's more than, you know, 6 miles out from my house. So yeah, man. So we got done. and we made money, and it is, I don't know if you guys can see that. I'm sure you can. And the clock ain't wrong. And that's a wrap on the day. So, yeah. It's all good. Anyway, it's Sammy time, y'all. Peace out.